First of all, I will introduce Yogesh Srisagar, working as a lecturer from last 15 years at KK Vaga Polytechnic, Nashik. Area work, teaching English and communication, soft skill and management skill, entrepreneur skill, literature, content writing. Conduct training for student and faculty on soft skill, communication skill, spoken English, teaching of English, entrepreneurship development. Faculty training at AICTE, Atal FDP and short-term training program. Practitioner of Sahaj Yoga since last 15 years. Conducted training session on Sahaj Yoga and youth empowerment. And sometimes he used to listen Indian music and read literature and tracking. So welcome you, sir.
Thank you very much, sir. Let me share my presentation and will we begin? Yes, sir. I hope my presentation is visible and
Yes.
I'm audible also.
Yes, voice and screen both are.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.
All right. Thank you, Anupam sir and the whole team for giving me this opportunity. Because meditation is one of the important parts of our culture, rather. I'll say our culture has taught us basic things like meditation. Meditation is a part of lifestyle in our culture. I'm really very happy to Dr. Anupam and the whole team at IIT Kota for giving me this opportunity to introduce an unique, meditation technique that is being practiced almost more than 150 countries all over the world, and moreover, it is free of cost. Because this knowledge is obviously cultural knowledge that we have got from our ancestors, and we need not to join any course, any you do not have to complete any level like that. You just have to incorporate meditation into your lifestyle, and you have to get its benefits. So let us see what Sahaja Yoga meditation is and how we can get help from this meditation for a balanced lifestyle and for mental health also. So in today's session, we'll have basically two parts. One part will be focusing on some theoretical aspects, what meditation is, how we can meditate regularly, what are the benefits of meditation, how our personal and professional life can be improved with the help of meditation. And in the latter half of the part, we'll go for practical experience of meditation. We'll focus on the actual exercise of meditation. We'll go for meditation and then later on, we'll see some benefits of meditation, how to practice meditation at home. And finally, if you have any question answers, certainly I'll try to answer some of your queries if the time permits. So obviously the question is there in our mind, where do I need meditation? How do meditation help us at various levels in our career as well as in our daily life also? So basically, we are surrounded by many situations. We have to prosper through many responsibilities. We have to go further by accomplishing our responsibilities. And whenever we go for them, we find sometimes there is loss of balance. We lose our balance. And whenever there is loss of balance, whenever we are in imbalanced state, we are unable to take proper decisions. We are unable to go further. We stuck at a particular situation. For example, you must be able to see on your screen that there are some situations which make us imbalanced, like competition is there. As all of us know that the today situation is like a cutthroat competition. Wherever you go, you have to face some or other kind of competition. And that competition may be one of the reasons behind imbalances in our lifestyle, or rather in our day-to-day kind of activities. On the other hand, we have to prosper in our career also. There are so many career objectives that we have to achieve, we have to accomplish. Like once we complete our graduation, we must get post-graduation. Then we have to go for research. Then again, further things are there. So our career is like a continuous process. Each and every time we want to achieve higher goals in our career also. And at the same time, we also want to balance ourselves at other responsibilities. Means we have to grow at our own level, and we have to grow at other levels also, like social responsibilities are there, family responsibilities are there. We have to look after them also. So that sometimes becomes the reason behind loss of balance. There are some situations like, our family responsibilities are there. Like our parents are there, they have some aspirations from us. Or even we as parents also have some aspirations, some expectations from our children. And in that case, because of our routine, because of this humdrum of our life, we find ourselves in some imbalanced state, because we are unable to give enough time to family members. We are unable to focus on the roles and responsibilities that we have at our family level. So that could be one of the reasons again behind the loss of balance. And obviously, the last 2 years, they have made us to think seriously about our health, because health is one of the important wealths that we have got. And if we are healthy, then we can do anything. We can achieve any goal. We can reach to any target. So importance of health is obviously known to each and every person. We need not to talk much about it, because last 2 years have taught us a lot about the importance of health. We have to be hygienic. We have to follow some rules and regulations related to safety. We have to get healthy food. We have to balance ourselves at mental level also sometimes, because that is also a definition of health. If you look at the definition given by WHO of health, it comprises of not only physical health, it also talks about mental health, it also talks about emotional balance. That is what is very important, because if mentally you are strong, if mentally you are balanced, if emotionally you are intelligent, then certainly you can achieve anything. And then you can overpower some negative thoughts. Because, whenever we come across some negative situation, for example, this pandemic period was a negative situation for all of us. And some people suffered a lot because of this negative situation, couldn't overcome their negative thoughts. And those negative thoughts also resulted into some loss of balance. And when all these things come together, we find ourselves in some kind of stress, some burden is there. We always feel that something is missing. We always feel that still I want to go further, and something is pulling me back. So that feeling is there, which we call it as a stress. We are unable to handle all these situations, and that results into stress. So these are the situations of loss of balance, because of which we are unable to, balance our life. We are unable to go further, and even in a way, we cannot manage the things that we are supposed to do. And for that, meditation is certainly one of the solutions that we can go for. That in all these situations, we need meditation. For meditation, obviously, is like, journey of ourselves. It is an individual journey that we have with ourselves. Our growth happens in the situation like, we grow at each and every level. Career level, we try to grow. At the level of our family, we try to grow. At social responsibilities, we try to grow. In a way, it's a total personality that we have to develop, we have to understand. And meditation helps us to get balance at all these level of our personality. You can see on the other side of the screen that what total personality is. Total personality is, we are made up of all these things. We are body also, we are mind also, we have emotions also. At spiritual level also, we have our own existence. So this is inner harmony we have to understand as a part of personality. All these levels we need to grow and get balanced. And on the other side, as we have talked about aspirations of family members or our parents or our children, aspirations at the level of career, expectations of our seniors, colleagues, and members with whom we work. At that level also we need to get balance, means outer balance and inner harmony. These two things make us a good personality. We can get balance with the help of meditation at all these levels, because a body meditation helps us at the level of body. It also helps us at the level of mind. It helps us to control our emotions and balance them, and at the same time our spiritual development is also there. And when we are at inner harmony, that results into outer balance also, that helps us to have better balance at family, career, material goals, and social level also. So this is where we need meditation, because we are facing all these situations in our day-to-day kind of situation. Lot many reasons are that I'm not going to go through all those reasons why all these things happen. Our focus is on learning a technique of meditation and practicing it. So let me introduce this Sahaj Yoga meditation to you. It was founded by Her Holiness Dr. Srimataji Nirmala Devi. She started this particular scientific technique of meditation in 1970, and since then it has been practiced, as I said at the initial part of in beginning, that it has been practiced in more than 150 countries all over the world. What Sahaj Yoga is? Sahaj Yoga is a combination of these two words. Yoga, as we all are familiar with it, that yoga is considered as some exercises, some breathing, inhaling, like that, or even some pranayam is there. Nowadays, because of Yoga Day and the awareness programs, we have limited the word yoga to these exercises only. But yoga is something beyond that also. If you look at the definition of word yoga in Sanskrit language, you will find that yoga stands for union. The yoga is getting connected. You get connected to what we get connected. Ourself is connected with the all-pervading power that is spread all over the world, all over the universe rather. We call it as the power of God. We call it as the natural power. Power of nature is there. So we get connected to the nature. We get connected to the divine power. Therefore, this yoga is necessary. And Sahaj is which is spontaneous. It's very easily, spontaneously happens. And there is one more meaning of Sahaj. Saha means with, Ja is born. Some energy that is born with you helps you to get connected with the all-pervading power. We'll see how it happens. But before that, let me tell you what is meditation. Meditation actually is being in thoughtless awareness state. You know that we all the way think of the past or think of the future. We are always having some certain thoughts in our mind. Our mind is never free from these thoughts. Either when there are thoughts of future, then we plan a lot. I have to do this, I have to do that. Lot many plannings are there. Either other side, we also think of the past. Like I have done these things happened, therefore this is happening. Like all the way we always get indulged into past activities. And therefore, when either we think of the past or future, at very less point of time, we are in the present moment. And therefore, if we are not in present, we cannot focus, we cannot understand, we cannot react properly, we cannot have proper performance. And therefore, it is necessary for us to be in thoughtless, in present moment. When you are thoughtless, when you have no thoughts as such, either of the past or future, you are in present moment. You can see this pendulum goes on left to right and right to left. If we have thoughts in our minds, generally we cannot control our thoughts, but when we meditate, meditation is nothing but that gap of thoughts we have. There is gap between two thoughts, and that gap needs to be increased by regular practice. That is what is meditation. We have to understand, we have to become thoughtless. We have to understand how to become thoughtless. Thoughtless doesn't mean that you forget everything. You are aware about the things happening around you, but at the same time you are thoughtless. So let us see why this thoughtless is necessary and why this meditation is necessary. There is a small animated clip here that will tell you how you can stop your thoughts, how you can control them, and how meditation helps you to control your thoughts.
ध्यान
Is it audible to you? Can any participant let me know if it is
Yes,
audible?
yes, audible.
Okay, thank you, sir. Thank you.
इतना आनंददायी अनुभव है, पर जो बाहर से शांत दिखता हो, क्या वो अंदर से भी उतना ही शांत होता है? हमारा मस्तिष्क एक अंडे की तरह है, जिसमें अनगिनत क्षमताएं हैं। अगर सही मायने में ध्यान हो रहा हो, तो हम वर्तमान में रहकर सत्य के प्रकाश में आलोकित हो जाते हैं। मगर आमतौर पर ऐसा नहीं होता, क्योंकि अतीत और भविष्य के विचारों के बादल इस प्रकाश को ढक लेते हैं। हम इन्हें रोकने की कोशिश करते हैं, मगर जैसे ही हम एक विचार से छुटकारा पाते हैं, हम दूसरे विचार में उलझ जाते हैं। ये सिलसिला चलता ही रहता है और शांति पाने के बजाय हम थक जाते हैं। ध्यान असंभव लगने लगता है। लेकिन अगर हम बिना कोई प्रयास किए इन विचारों से छुटकारा पा सकें, तो क्या आप इस सहज ध्यान का अनुभव करना चाहते हैं? तो आइए सहज योग ध्यान करें, जिसकी शुरुआत कुंडलिनी शक्ति के जागरण से होती है। एक बार ये शक्ति जागृत होने पर हम विचारों से परे हो जाते हैं। क्रोध, लोभ, भय आदि के बंधन से मुक्त हो जाते हैं। हमारा मस्तिष्क इस ज्ञान के प्रकाश में विकसित होने लगता है। हम सही मायने में स्वतंत्र हो जाते हैं। आइए सहज योग ध्यान के आनंद का अनुभव करें।
This is how thoughts can help you if you are free from them. Because one time one thought comes, we try to overpower it, we try to control it, and somehow if we are able to manage it, another thought comes in. So how to stop this thought process, how to control our thoughts? Certainly, meditation can help you. Let me share you the basics of meditation according to our Indian culture, and many religions have talked about it. So if you are a human being, you can see there is a subtle system in front of on the screen, that each and every human being has this particular system within him, without any boundaries like caste, religion, creed, and all those things, because everybody is human being, and in each and every human being this system is common. So let us try to understand what this system is and how this system helps us for meditation. Basically, there are three main channels in our body. We call them as nervous system in scientific language, and they are called as nadis in Sanskrit language. Nadi. Left nadi is there, left channel is there, left sympathetic nervous system, which you can see in at left side in blue color. This is left sympathetic nervous system. Whatever desires we have, whatever willpower we have, all our desires, all our willpower, that resides on this particular channel. Whatever thoughts, whatever plannings we do, all the plannings, all the desires come to us because of this particular channel. It also looks after the thoughts of past. We get whatever thoughts of past come to our mind, they come because of this left channel. Then there is right channel, right sympathetic nervous system, which is in yellow color on right side. It controls our right side, and it goes to the left part of the brain like this. You know that our left body is controlled by the right brain, and right side of the body is controlled by our left brain. In this way, it crosses at our forehead like this. So this right channel is our work power. Whatever work we do, that work is done by this particular, because of this power, this particular channel in Venus. As left side is our willpower, in the same way, right side is our work power. Right side, whatever thoughts of future are there, futuristic thoughts, they come into our mind because of this right channel. But when we are in the present moment, our focus is on present moment. There you can see one more channel in the middle. It's called as central channel or central path. helps us to get balanced state, which helps us to be in the present moment. Along with these three important channels, these three important nadis, there are some energy centers also. You can see them like this first energy center, which is in orange color here. This is called as Muladhara Chakra. These energy centers are called as chakras in the language of yoga and Sanskrit language. So Muladhara is here, which looks after all our, means it is situated at the end of this particular backbone. हमारी जो रीढ़ की हड्डी होती है, रीढ़ की हड्डी के लास्ट वाला जो पार्ट होता है, वहाँ पे ये मूलाधार चक्र होता है. So it looks after our activities like excretion, balance, decision making. These things come to us because of this chakra. We become an innocent person like a child if this chakra is stable and if this chakra is in proper condition. Then after that, second one you can see is in yellow color here. That is Swadhisthana chakra. It looks after our creativity. Our organs of our body like spleen, liver, they are looked after by this particular organ, this particular chakra. These organs are looked after by this chakra. Then we have Navi chakra, which is at the place of our stomach and surrounded by is void. So this Navi chakra and void gives us peace and contentment. We become a peaceful person, we become a satisfied person if we meditate on this chakra, or that quality comes to us because of this Navi chakra. Then we have heart chakra at the part of our heart. This is the chakra of love and compassion as well as confidence. Antibodies that we need for the protection of our body, they are generated at our heart chakra. Heart chakra's work is to generate antibodies and therefore it gives you a kind of protection. So heart chakra gives us confidence also. Some people, if they have fear in their minds, they may feel their heart is pulsating fast, heartbeats are fast. So that is only because of the fear we have. When you have your heart chakra all right, then by meditation you can make your heart chakra strong one and balanced one. Then Vishuddhi chakra is there. How to communicate with people, how to be with them, how to enjoy their company, how to be collective, divine diplomacy as we call it. That comes to us because of this chakra, as there are some certain qualities like even this the physical organs like ear, throat, mouth, these things, these particular organs are looked after. Then we have our Ajna chakra here, where these two channels cross, three channels cross. This is the that looks after the optic chiasma. So optic chiasma is the part of the brain that we have that is looked after by this particular chakra, and it talks about forgiveness. We learn how to forgive people. Because most of the problems we face because of we are unable to forgive them, and therefore learn forgiveness. This is what is the quality that we get because of this chakra. Last energy center, that is Sahasrara chakra, which is at the fontanel bone. On the top of our head, there is this particular area is called as fontanel bone. So in this fontanel bone, we have this Sahasrara chakra, is the control of all these chakras and all the organs of our body. As we know that it looks after our brain. The brain is the control of the whole system, whole body that we have. The mind, body, and everything is controlled by our brain. Our thoughts are also controlled by our brain. In the same way, Sahasrara looks after your brain. So all the chakras, they help us physically because they control the different organs. They also help us to become mentally stable because our thoughts are balanced by by the meditation kind of situation. And along with to control all the chakras and all these nadis, we have one more energy within us. You can see at this particular place, at the last part of your backbone. This is triangular bone is there. Here we have Kundalini is the energy, which is described by almost all the scriptures, all the religions. This Kundalini energy is there, which is meditation. And when this we get into the chakras get into their original position. They are nourished and looked after by this Kundalini. Because of our thoughts, emotional imbalances, sometimes our chakras are imbalanced. These energy centers are imbalanced. The chakras are nothing but the collection or combination of some certain nerves together. Whatever nerves start, they have their collections at these particular points, and they're called as chakras. They become chakras there. So Kundalini, when it awakens and rises up, it gives balance to the chakras, and automatically our body organs, they are also balanced. So let us see how this Kundalini, how it balances or gives energy to the energy centers we have. I hope this system is understood by you. The animated clip will help you to understand how Kundalini gets awakened within us. Each and every one of us has this Kundalini within us, but it is in dormant form. It is in sleeping mode. So when we pray, when we want to get it awakened, we can raise our Kundalini and it can nourish our. Yes, we'll talk about the chakras in scientific language also. In medical language, they have different names also. So we'll talk about it further. So let us see how Kundalini gets awakened and how the chakras are energized by Kundalini. These are some of the, again, animated representation of our Kundalini. We have 3 channels, left, right and central. And the backbone, which is also called as sacrum bone. Sacrum means pure, pavitra. So that sacrum bone we have Kundalini. First chakra, Muladhara, is awakened. Our Kundalini. Then next it goes to Kundalini awakens and the energy flows to the next chakra, that is Swadhisthana. We have endings of the chakras on our fingertips also. You can see when a particular chakra is awakened. You can see some indication here, some light here. For example, Navi chakra, middle finger. Swadhisthana chakra, your thumb, like that. So these chakras start working properly, efficiently when Kundalini gives them energy. Because Kundalini is natural and divine energy that we have within us that looks after the chakras and nourishes them. So in this way, when this Kundalini goes above our fontanel bone, it reaches to the all-pervading power which is spread throughout the world, throughout the universe. And when it happens, we feel cool sensation on both the palms as well as top of our head. This is how Kundalini is awakened, and we can have that feeling. Before we go for practical experience of meditation, as somebody was asking about this part, let me go through the scientific names of these chakras. Muladhara chakra is called as pelvic plexus. Pelvic plexus. Then this is aortic plexus, Swadhisthana. Navi, solar plexus. They are known as plexuses in scientific or medical terminology. Navi chakra is solar plexus. This is cardiac plexus. As you know that when there is some trouble with your heart, we say cardiac trouble is there. Cardiac is like medical science, it is called as cardiac, but in science of meditation or in Sanskrit language, it is known as heart chakra or Hriday chakra. And Vishuddhi chakra is there, which is called as cervical plexus. We have cervical bones here. So this particular name is given in scientific language, it is called as cervical plexus. Then Agya chakra is your optic chiasma, and Sahasrara chakra is integration of all the chakras. So they have their fontanel bone is the area. So in this way, these scientific names are there. So shall we go for practical experience of this, and then we'll discuss later part. Would you like to experience this Kundalini awakening and its feeling on your palms, as well as how it helps us for meditation? When our Kundalini reaches to the top of our head and it meets the universal power, that is called as yoga. This yoga happens. Yoga means union of your Kundalini with the divine power or all-pervading power is known as yoga. And when this yoga happens, we feel cool sensation, cool breeze, or cool feeling on both of our palms as well as top of our head. So, shall we practice this meditation? For that, we just have to go through some certain steps. It is a practical experience. Even if you haven't understood whatever we have discussed till the moment, that doesn't make any difference, because this practical experience is very important. And therefore, I request all the participants to do this part properly, so that you'll be able to understand what meditation is and how meditation can be done. Okay. So first of all, we'll try this practical meditation here, and then we'll see how Kundalini awakens, whether we feel our Kundalini within us, and then we'll discuss the later part, how meditation can be done, how mental health can be achieved. So for that, we have to follow some certain steps. Next 5 to 10 minutes, just be comfortable. Just focus on whatever we are doing. Even if you haven't understood the earlier part, it doesn't make any difference. Now just focus on the steps that I am going to tell you and the practice that we are going to have. So first of all, we'll keep our right hand on our heart. Wherever you are, if you are sitting in the chair, if you're sitting on the ground, on bed, wherever you are, just sit comfortably and keep your right hand on your heart, left side as shown on the screen. We'll try, we'll say some prayers here. Then same hand, right hand, will be kept on our forehead like this. We'll have some more prayers here. And again, third step is that we have to keep our right hand, right palm on the top of our head. And we are going to move our right hand slightly like this, clockwise, as if to move our skin like this. And later on, we are going to check by taking our right hand up a bit above and low like this, up and down. And we'll check if some energy is coming out of our fontanel bone. We can have our hand like this also, by backward and forward or to and fro like this. And then we can check if we can feel the Kundalini awakening, rising of our Kundalini in us. So ready for that? Shall we practice this for next couple of minutes? Just have this focus. We are going to do all these steps by closing our eyes. You can watch them if you want to know them, understand them. While doing this, just have your attention within yourself. Try to keep your attention within yourself. While praying, as a sense of respect, I'll pray Shri Mataji, that Shri Mataji, please awaken my Kundalini. You can take name of any god that you believe in. You can take name of your mother, because Kundalini is like motherly power to us. You can say Mother Kundalini also. That will also do. So, shall we go for this? Let us keep your hands like this in your lap, facing upward as shown in the screen. On the screen, we'll keep our both the hands in our lap. अपने दोनों हाथों को हम अपने गोदी में रखेंगे और slowly we'll close our eyes so that our attention won't move. अपने दोनों हाथों को नीचे रखेंगे गोदी में, palms facing upward. अपनी आंखें बंद करनी है और कुछ देर के लिए थोड़ा अटेंशन अपने अंदर रखने की कोशिश करेंगे. We are going to awaken the Kundalini within us. It's really a very wonderful experience that we'll have. So first of all, we'll keep our right hand on our heart लेफ्ट हैंड विल बी इन आवर लैप इटसेल्फ। लेफ्ट हैंड को हम नीचे रखेंगे और राइट हैंड को हार्ट पे रखेंगे। विल प्रे हियर। श्री माता जी, I am a pure soul. You can also say Mother God, oh Mother Kundalini, I am a pure soul. मैं एक शुद्ध आत्मा हूँ। Oh God, I am a pure soul. श्री माता जी, मैं एक शुद्ध आत्मा हूँ। I am a pure soul. You can pray some more times, a couple of times more, once or twice by heart. Oh Mother, I am a pure soul. मैं एक शुद्ध आत्मा हूँ। After this, slowly we'll keep our right hand on the forehead across like this. यहाँ पे हम और एक प्रेयर करेंगे। माता जी, I have forgiven everybody. I have forgiven myself also. Oh God, oh Mother Kundalini, मैंने सबको क्षमा कर दिया है, माफ कर दिया है। मैंने खुद को भी क्षमा किया है। कृपया आप भी मुझे क्षमा करें। I forgive everybody. I forgive myself. Please forgive me. Oh Mother Kundalini, I forgive everyone. I forgive myself. Please forgive me also. Now we'll keep our right hand slowly. Raise it and keep it on the top of our head. अपने सर के ऊपर रखना है राइट हैंड। यहाँ पे नीचे से थोड़ा सा प्रेस करके हाथ को घुमाना है जगह पे क्लॉकवाइज डायरेक्शन, और हाथ घुमाते हुए हम प्रेयर करेंगे, प्रार्थना करेंगे। माता जी, प्लीज अवेकन कुंडलिनी विद इन मी। माता जी, प्लीज मेरे अंदर की कुंडलिनी शक्ति जागृत करें। एंड लेट मी फील द कूल वाइब्रेशंस ऑन माय हेड। इसको हम आत्म साक्षात्कार भी बोलते हैं योगा के लैंग्वेज में। तो विल आस्क फॉर दैट। ओ मदर, प्लीज गिव मी माय सेल्फ रियलाइजेशन। कृपया मुझे मेरा आत्म साक्षात्कार प्रदान करें। दिस इज सेल्फ रियलाइजेशन, so we can ask for it. Kundalini raising and self realization. Now we can keep our hands stable. हाथ स्थिर करना है। And slowly we'll try to raise our hand up. हाथ को थोड़ा ऊपर उठा के देखना है और चेक करना है कि अपने सर के ऊपर से तालू से कुछ ठंडी या गर्म लहरियां हमारे हाथ को स्पर्श कर रही है। We'll just check if some cool or hot breeze air coming from our fontanel bone and touching to our hand. जहाँ तक आपको महसूस होता है उतना हाथ आप ऊपर ले सकते हैं या नीचे करके चेक कर सकते हैं या आगे पीछे करके चेक कर सकते हैं। If there is some cool vibrations or cool sensation on the top of our head, we'll keep our eyes closed. Now we'll take our right hand in our lap. अपने दोनों हाथों को गोदी में रखेंगे और अपना पूरा अटेंशन अपने दोनों हथेलियों पे और सर के ऊपर रखेंगे। We'll keep our attention on both the fingertips, both the palms and top of our head. में वहाँ पे क्या महसूस हो रहा है वो ट्राई करेंगे, जानने की कोशिश करेंगे। Focus on fingertips. If you are feeling the same cool or warm feeling there, slowly now we'll open our eyes. अपने आंखों को धीरे धीरे खोलना है। I hope everybody might have got some sensation, some feeling, either on both the laps or one of both the palms and one of the hands, or right hand or left hand on top of the head. So whatever you have felt, can some participant share the experience, what he or she has felt? किसी आपको लेफ्ट या राइट हैंड कुछ महसूस हुआ क्या? सर के ऊपर जब हमने हाथ नीचे करके देखा तब आपको कुछ महसूस हुआ क्या? Yes, any participant who has done this, can you share your experience?
You can unmute yourself and speak.
Yes, you can unmute and share your experience. अभी हमने जो ट्राई किया दैट इज अवेकनिंग ऑफ आवर कुंडलिनी, एंड उसके बाद हमने तो कुछ सेकेंड्स बैठ के चेक किया कि हमें दोनों हाथों पे और सर के ऊपर क्या महसूस हो रहा है, एंड दैट फॉर दैट मच टाइम, दैट लिटिल टाइम, we were in meditation. When Kundalini awakens, we become thoughtless. So we might have experienced this thoughtlessness awareness. We were listening to session. At the same time, there were no other thoughts in our mind. You might have felt peaceful and comfortable after this meditation of, let's say, 1 or 2 minutes.
Chandra
So
Nayak.
this is what.
Chandra Nayak want to ask something.
Yes, sure.
Chakras are nerve center in science, sir?
Yeah, I already have talked about this. I explained their. I explained this, that chakras are nothing but the when some nerves get together, they are combination of some nerves. They are connected together. That makes it chakra, combination of nerves. Okay, fine. I hope everybody might have experienced this. If not, it doesn't make any difference, because some or other feeling must be there. Right? Either you might have felt something cool or hot on the top of it, or one of your hands. So let us continue why this happened and how it is necessary for us. Because when we meditate, it is expected that we need to become a balanced person. When we meditate and when we don't meditate, what happens? This is what is the situation. First of all, we'll see the benefits of the meditation, and then we'll see how it helps us for. Yes. So, as I said initially, this particular meditation helps us for mental health. It improves our mental health because we become thoughtless simply. And when we are thoughtless, we are mentally stable. It also helps us physically also, as we have seen earlier, that whatever organs are there, organs of our body are there, body organs, they can be balanced with the help of this meditation, because the chakras are balanced because of Kundalini and meditation. Kundalini, when it is raised, when we raise our Kundalini and when we meditate, at that time it starts working on our chakras, and those chakras help us to look after our body organs, and they become physically fit. So physical health is also achieved by that. Emotional health is also achieved because we are not involved in any kind of emotions. We are free from different kinds of emotions like fear. When we have fear, we have to meditate on our heart chakra, and by meditation, our heart chakra becomes strong, and automatically our fear gets down. We have some anger, we have sometimes jealousy. So when we forgive people, that anger goes away, and we can have emotional health also. So basically, this meditation helps us for improving our mental, physical, and emotional health. And it also establishes peace, joy, and satisfaction within us. The third chakra, which is called as Nabhi chakra, that looks after the satisfaction part, peace within us. So when we are peaceful, when we need the part of peace in us, and if we meditate regularly, we can feel peace and satisfaction within us. When Nabhi chakra is balanced, then satisfaction is automatically there, because all the way we are running behind things or and we do not, because of those things, our Nabhi chakra gets imbalanced. So when we meditate and when our Nabhi chakra is balanced again, we can have satisfaction peace within us. If we are satisfied, then certainly our meditation is also properly done, and we can focus on the things that we are doing. We become discreet and wise in our actions because when we meditate regularly, all our habits they become positive. We know what is good for us, what is bad for us, and automatically we start choosing things which are good for us. Whatever decisions we take, those decisions are taken properly because our self-confidence is improved by meditation. Meditation helps us to know what we are and what we can do. Therefore, our confidence is boosted up and we try to choose the which are good for us. So there is wise action, wise, decrease or wisdom is there rather in our each and every activity. We do not get indulged into unnecessary things. So a lot of our time is also saved, and we do not get any kind of imbalances because of the wrong actions because they are not done anyway. Then there are some incurable diseases like diabetes, cancer, migraine, asthma. To get cure for these diseases, even if we go to medical science, we have to continue some certain medicines regularly, and we have to always be worried about them, about the diseases. But if you, along with medication, if you start some meditation also, some meditations, medicines and meditation, if they come together, then your medicines show positive results because your body starts reacting positively because of the energy centers we use, and they look after the organs, they support the organs for getting cured. Therefore, these kind of diseases or all the complex diseases, they can also be balanced. They can also be, cured by this meditation. This is really very helpful to get cured. One of the important things I just want to share here that during the pandemic period, many people suffered due to COVID and they got affected by COVID. But those people who are regularly meditating, we means many of our friends, even we also have experienced this, that our heart chakra and Vishuddhi chakra, these two chakras, they support us against all the viral kind of diseases, because heart chakra is the place where antibodies are created, antibodies are generated, and when your antibodies are there, they support you, they uh, enhance your immune system. And when Vishuddhi chakra is there, that looks after organs like ear, nose, throat, these organs, ENT organs, they are looked after by the Vishuddhi chakra. Maximum chances of getting viral infections is through nose, mouth, other organs. Therefore, when your Vishuddhi chakra is strong, then it tries to protect you from these kind of viral diseases also. And that is what we have experienced during this pandemic period. Very less people got affected by COVID, but they got cured fast also without lot of trouble. And that is one of the benefits that I just wanted to share with you because it's really very necessary. It's a proven experience that we have that these two chakras, if they are intact by regular meditation, you can protect yourself physically also, because mental health is obviously achieved, but physical health is one of the issues in today's world because we are surrounded by some or other kind of viral diseases. So to control save ourselves from viral diseases, even if you meditate regularly, that helps us a lot. And on the other side, we also get many corporate level benefits because all the mental worries, all the mental health rather depends on the work pressure that we have. We have these at our workplace, and therefore to balance ourselves with regular practices, and therefore meditation comes in picture. Meditation helps us to to get our physical, mental, as well as emotional level or spiritual level benefits on the personal level. At corporate level also, it helps us a lot. For example, you're able to balance your work, whether your job is there. As you are a confident person, as you are a person with good qualities, you can balance your life with some positive attitude because whatever work you do, you have sincerity in that work, you have your 100% contribution to the work, and automatically you are able to balance your work, you are able to get your life balanced at the level of workplace. Then there are some interpersonal relations. Our colleagues are there, boss is there, our juniors are there. We have to have better relations with all of them. And when we try to communicate with all of them, certainly we have self-confidence, and therefore we have proper relations with them. As we feel for it, we live in our own qualities. We are no more jealous about them, and that helps us to have better interpersonal relations with them. And when our better interpersonal relations are there, rather our job becomes very easy. You feel comfortable at the place of your job. Your productivity is also increased because unnecessary distractions are there. Those distractions are not there. For example, a lot of your energy goes into balancing people, balancing affects your productivity. You all the way run from one place to another, and you cannot give your maximum output. So, in order to give your appropriate or 100% output, automatically meditate regularly. You become a peaceful, calm person. You are able to take proper decisions, and that results into workplace because you know that you are a balanced person. You know what good qualities you have. Your focus is there because of meditation. Your concentration is also there, and automatically you believe in positive. You start doing things which are positive for you, positive for your organization, and that makes you more as a constructive person rather than focus negative things of people, negative things in the situations. Your focus is on positive meditation into your routine. 10 minutes in the morning and 10 minutes in the evening. If you meditate regularly, you get benefits. If you get satisfaction, if you get peace and joy within you, then psychologically you can handle the day-to-day kind of pressures very easily. So at corporate level in this manner, you can also become a dynamic person, a creative person. So these are some of the benefits of meditation that you get at workplace. How meditation helps us to become a balanced person, because think of the past when we are using our right side buttons. Let us see one by one. When we use right side more, when we become more active, overactive, we get exhausted a lot because of futuristic thoughts, and that creates a lot of pressure on us. We want a person who is workhorse, aggressive, who is dominating. So we have to balance instead of becoming right-sided person and instead of becoming left-sided person. We have to balance ourselves by a regular meditation. Your positive thinking is ability, there is complete balance. Person all the way you think about the bus, that all the way you come about things, you become a lethargic person. You are postponing the things that tomorrow I'll do it later. That kind of postponement is there if you are a left. The person who is depressed, so can also be overcome if you try to be in balance. When you use your left side person, you become a best person. When you use your right side, or who is depressed, you become positive person. You become a person who is peaceful. You become an emotionally stable person, and that gives balance in your life. So, meditation, we'll discuss them further, but share you how physical fitness can be achieved with the help of meditation. Meditation helps us to get all the organs in our body cured and balanced. Muladhara looks after warm excretion. It also looks after the smell quality. Sometimes we face problems like blood pressure, diabetes kind of problems are there. They are the result of this particular chakra. Our liver, if it works, if it doesn't support organs of your body. Your stomach, spleen, intestine, even your taste, mouth, taste is there, which particular stomach and intestine are the void area around this part. We have this void. Our balancing these two, stomach and void. Heart is there, as blood pressure, lung cancer, heart diseases, problems related to your skin. They can be cured by your heart chakra. Your heart chakra gets energy regularly through meditation. Then you can overcome the problems related to all these organs. Organs like mouth, ear, nose, teeth, tongue, face, throat, they are balanced, or we overcome all these chakras, all these organs with the help of these chakras. Then optic thalamus and our eyesight, they are balanced by our optic chiasma, the Agya chakra, and limbic area is the area of our brain where all the qualities are together. So in this way, our organs of body, they are balanced by the regular meditation by these chakras, and we get physical health. In the same way, some certain qualities are also assigned to these chakras. For example, first quality of Muladhara is innocence. We do not get emotional, over emotional, if we are innocent person. Like a child plays, it cries for some time, again it starts playing, it forgets everything. So an innocence is there with the help of this Muladhara chakra. Then creativity is one more quality. Whatever activities we do, we become a creative person. We try to show our creativity, and that creativity comes to us with this Swadhisthana chakra is balanced. Whatever activities we do, we have innovativeness, we have creativity in those activities. As we have talked about, Nabi chakra gives us balance, satisfaction. That satisfaction, contentment is the quality of Nabi chakra. We become a dynamic person because of the qualities of the confidence. We already have talked about how we become confident with the help of heart chakra. And diplomacy, communication, these are the qualities we get through this particular Vishuddhi chakra. forgiveness and integration of all these qualities can also be achieved by all the chakras here. So, let me introduce Her Holiness Srimataji Nirmala Devi. She has been known as Srimataji, and she has started this meditation in 1970, and it has practiced almost all over the world now. She has also participated, she and her family members have participated in freedom fight, freedom struggle. Her father was a member of Constitution Committee, which was headed by Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, and even all the family members, they took part in various activities of the freedom struggle. She was nominated twice for a Nobel Peace Prize, and even she is awarded with Manav Ratna Award by the government of India. And there are so many international awards in her name. Many countries have special days for meditation of yoga. So generally, there are some certain myths regarding meditation. We hesitate to start meditation. We do not meditate by giving some certain excuses. So let us see what those excuses are and how we can overcome them by regular practice. Because many people think that meditation is not my job. Meditation is done by some spiritual people, and it is only for aged people. It's not like that actually. As we have seen, many benefits are there. Those benefits can be taken by any person of any age and gender, whether a man is there or a woman is there, whether a child is there or an aged person is there, or an can get benefits at any level. Even if children practice, they can concentrate properly. Their study is done properly with the help of this meditation. So at any time you can start this meditation instead of having some easy escapes like I'll do it later on. So that later on never comes. If you start today, then certainly that's going to be beneficial for you. We also started our meditation program like this in our college. Of meditation took place, and we have started doing meditation, and we are benefits in our life, because we were also getting worried by some certain problems. There were confidence in us, and because of this meditation, because of regular practice of it, we could get our self confidence. We can understood what we are and what kind of lifestyle we can lead, a satisfied lifestyle we can have. Even many people think that meditation is a very serious job. If you meditate, you become a very serious person. Actually, it's not the case. When you start meditating, you have rather different. Even we go together for picnics, we enjoy family time together. So everything becomes a fun, a kind of enjoyment for you, because meditation gives you that perspective of life. You start really enjoying your life in meaning. And some people say that it takes a lot of time. You need a lot of time. I don't get enough time. I don't have time for meditation. But actually, it is not the case. It takes only 10 to 15 minutes in the morning and 10 to 15 minutes in the evening to meditate. And that is for your purpose, for your own growth. You just have to spare these 10 to 15 times in the morning and 10 to 15 minutes in the evening. Even meditation rather makes all your jobs, all your responsibilities easier one. You feel relaxed, you're all the way cool and calm, peaceful, and therefore you can do anything with quality. And for that, you just have to give 10-15 minutes in the morning and evening. So how to meditate? Either you, even if you start your meditation when you get up, you can sit in the bed itself, and you can keep your eyes closed. You can keep your attention on the top of head and both the fingertips, both the palms. You can check whatever you have felt just a few minutes ago. If you're feeling that heavy on the top of your head and in both the palms, in the same way as we did. So it takes only 10 minutes in the morning. And even when you go to bed, before you go to bed, 10 minutes you can sit for meditation. Actually, the ideal time for meditation is early morning time, which every thing is quite, you don't get any disturbance, have no more plannings there. So at that time you can meditate, and uh, that is the best time for meditation. But it's not a restriction that you should meditate in the morning only. Whenever you get time, either you take your brush after you take your breakfast, then also you can meditate. So no restrictions are there. Fixed time is not there. According to your convenience, you can take out 10 minutes in the evening for meditation. It takes hardly 10 to 15 minutes twice a day. It doesn't require more time. Then some people have some fear that they have to change their eating habits, they have to change everything in their lives. Nothing. You just have to practice your regular routine as it is. You just have to add meditation as a part of your routine in it, and then you can get all these benefits there. So no habits are changed. If there are some bad habits, they automatically are changed. You need not to take some extra efforts, because you understand what is good for you. You understand what is not good for you. There is a choice, proper choice by you between good and bad, and automatically, if there are some habits which are not good for you, they go away by uh, automatically. Some people also feel that I am not good person, I am a bad person, I am not this, I do that. So no need to worry about that. If you are a good person, then certainly it will help you to become better. If you are not good person, not clean person, not neat person, it will help you to become that. So meditation is just a kind of addition to your lifestyle, and then you can have experience. So that I just wanted to share with you. Uh, I hope everything is clear. Shall we go for a few minutes of meditation, and shall we see how to meditate at home? Yes. I'll just tell you how to meditate at home so that you can practice this regularly. There are now you need not to go for all these three steps, like putting your hand on the heart, putting it on the forehead, and like on the top of head. You just have to sit comfortably, quiet, putting both the hands in your lap and attention on top of our head. So we'll just try this meditation for a minute, and then we'll go for question answers if there are any questions. So let us try this. Fine. You need not to follow all these steps now. Just look at the screen. Slowly close your eyes. Both the hands in our lap. Will keep our palms facing upward. Entire attention on both the palms and fingertips, as well as on the top of our head. In this situation, we'll just try to feel the cool breeze that we felt at the beginning. Just try to put the palms and top of your head for a few seconds. And while sitting in this position, we'll just try to listen to some instrumental music by keeping attention on the top of our head as well as both the palms. We'll just keep our right hand above our head, on the top of our head, a bit away from our head, and we'll check if we are feeling some cool sensation to our palm and on the top of our head. अपने राइट हैंड को सर की थोड़ा ऊपर रख के चेक करेंगे हम, हमें कुछ महसूस हो रहा है क्या? सर के ऊपर रख के चेक करेंगे, थोड़ा नीचे करके हम चेक कर सकते हैं if we can ऊपर नीचे ये पीछे उतना हम हाथ ऊपर लेके चेक कर सकते हैं. If feeling, let us take down our right hand. Now focus on both the palms and top. Check with our left hand, थोड़ा चेक करेंगे से ऊपर, थोड़ा ऊपर रखना है 1-2 इंच सर के ऊपर, हाथ थोड़ा ऊपर नीचे करके देखेंगे हम. Just move our left hand. राइट हैंड को मिस हुआ, वही फीलिंग हमारे लेफ्ट हैंड को चेक कर सकते हैं. और कुछ फील हो रहा है तो टेक आवर विल कीप आवर hands in our lap and our whole attention on both the palms and top of our head. यहाँ पे हमें धीरे धीरे हम अपनी करेंगे. I hope you might have felt something. अभी हमने जो किया इस तरह से आप रोज मॉर्निंग में एंड इवनिंग में जैसे आपको टाइम मिलता है, whenever you get time in the morning and evening, you can sit like this for 10 minutes at least, and this regular meditation will help you a lot. For benefits we have taught, whatever things that you need to know about like subtle system and chakras will be learned slowly, step by step. But start meditating at least twice a day. आज से ही शुरू किया तो अच्छा रहेगा, because this is what is we need to add in our lifestyle. हम सब लोगों को अपनी life, and this meditation is very easy. इसके लिए सिर्फ आपको दोनों हाथ खोल के अपना अटेंशन अपने सहस्रार पे या ऑर्डिनल बोन पे रख के तो आंखें बंद करके बैठना है. और इवन you need not to say anything at the time, just keep cool and just check if in this is how do it for a couple of months at least. you will get these benefits because if you get these, if you want to learn more about it, because there are so many things like everything chakras there are some you can search for more information on these websites which you can see on the screen. When learning Sahaja Yoga is the know how to meditate regular.
Yogesh sir, your voice is
And which you need to understand what it is and you need to understand. You need to get benefits. So this was all from my side. If you have any to share, how did you feel when you meditated? And then ask if some queries if you have. That will be, I'll be very happy to know that. Yes. Thank you, sir. Dr. Anupam.
yes, sir.
I think Chandra Naik is there sharing experience. To talk,
So
they can please.
your voice is
Share
breaking.
the
I
link
think you can
to
off your
Dr.
camera.
for
Your voice
feedback
is breaking.
and if
Can you hear me, sir? Voice is breaking. Yogesh sir. Your voice is
I'm
breaking,
listening
sir.
to you,
Can you
sir.
hear me? Okay.
Yes,
So,
yes, I am able to hear you. If any participants want to share some after meditation and how they, if they have any questions regarding, they can ask.
any
Is my
questions
voice
regarding?
clear now?
Yeah, you can off your camera. Then I think because of internet connectivity. Yogesh sir, please off your camera if you have internet connectivity
Okay.
problem.
Sure. Okay, I'll do.
So,
I'll
any
stop my sharing
questions
also.
yeah, any questions you can ask. Ashish sir will join, sir, to after that.
Ashish sir might have joined by the way now. Not there.
Ashish sir.
I think he is not there. Ashish. Ashish sir is not there, I think.
So he will join, I think. No? Any questions
If any
regarding
participant,
if any question regarding Sahaj
yes,
Yoga,
sir.
please ask. And Ashish sir ko sir, shall we call or what? You can do.
Yeah, I'll just contact him if he has joined.
Please contact. Meanwhile,
He
if
hasn't
you
joined.
having any, if you have any doubt, anything you want to ask to related to yoga, you can ask.
Specifically, I would request you to practice this meditation daily, because if family members together, if they can join and if they can practice this meditation, it really gives wonderful experiences, because all the members will, and when they meditate, it becomes a very healthy atmosphere at home also, because in today's world, the children are always distracted because of different media, and they cannot sit quiet for 10 minutes also. So if you start meditating regularly, your children will also start meditating, and they become peaceful and calm people, because they cannot concentrate for a longer time. They are not stable. So if you meditate and if your children also start meditating, they can also get benefits of this meditation by regular practice.
Meditation डलवा रखा है ना उन्होंने घंटा लाइव करके. Yes, sir.
Yes.
I think if anyone has any concern, let us Yogesh sir know. I think one questions in chat box. Consistency is required. That's the main problem. Okay.
What is the question?
No question.
Okay, fine.
So
So I hope all of you might have understood and liked this session, and you will continue this meditation regularly and get benefits. Yes, consistency is required, and for that you just have to take 10 minutes in the morning and 10 minutes in the evening. That's all. As we take regular food, as we take regular baths, in the same way, you can just take out 10 minutes. Even if you get up in the morning and sit in bed itself, that will also help you to learn this meditation stepwise. Take 10 minutes in the morning to begin with. Consistency will be there.
yes, sir. So
Thank you,
meanwhile,
Ashish.
you can call Ashish sir.
Yeah, I was calling him, but he didn't pick. Okay, fine.
So if you have any
If
some other
can any participant tell me what felt on left hand and right hand, or even on the top of head? Can you please unmute your experience so that we can
Ajay Patil,
so that I
you
can
can
help you
Ajay
to
Patil.
Ajay sir.
Ajay Patil, you can unmute yourself and speak. Yes. Voice is not coming, Ajay. Sir, Yogesh sir, try to engage 20 minutes more.
Yes, sure.
Yes.
So if you want to meditate regularly, as we did just 10 minutes ago, there is one more thing that you can go for. If you're not feeling good as well as on the top of your head, you can do one more thing. You can take your when you close your eyes, and when you keep your attention on the top of your head, and your attention is on both your palms. If you're not feeling cool either on the top of your head, or if you're not feeling um, things like on your palms, then you can balance yourself. Sometimes we feel laziness, sometimes we feel very aggressive, or we feel uneasiness is there. So loneliness is there, depression is there. In this is what we can meditate and how it will help us. So we'll just try to practice that part here. For example, if your right side is imbalanced, you will feel some hot vibrations, or if you won't feel anything on your right side, if it is there. If you regularly meditate and if you're not getting cool feeling on your right side, then how you can balance your right side? So there is a simple technique for that. And shall we do that? Balance the left and right side. You will feel this in better manner. So let us do that. Keep both the hands in your lap. Close eyes slowly. Now we'll have our left hand in our lap and right hand towards Mother Earth. Just keep your right hand towards Mother Earth and just see whatever you are feeling on the left hand. For left hand side, we are doing this. First of all, we'll balance our left side by this method. Possible, if you're sitting on the ground, you can keep your right hand on the ground, Mother Earth. Here you can pray Mother Kundalini or Kundalini itself. Please, O Kundalini, O Mother Kundalini, please take all laziness, heaviness into Mother Earth. Please balance my left side. Just say like this. Okay. So just see what is happening on your left hand. Your right hand is on Mother Earth. Your attention is on left hand and if possible on the top of your head. You'll see that your left side becomes cool, left hand. You will feel some cool sensation. Because whatever heaviness is there, laziness is there, that goes to Mother Earth. Like earthing is there. As we know that whatever excessive energy is there, Mother Earth gets that excessive energy. As in electricity, we have excessive current is absorbed by Mother Earth. In the same way, laziness we have that is absorbed in the Mother Earth, and we can feel that our left side is balanced somehow. Now we'll take our right hand in our lap and we'll move our left hand towards the sky. We can fold it in elbow and we can keep our left hand towards the sky. And our attention will be on right hand. You can fold your left hand in the elbow as if your palm comes near to your ear or head, and your fingers are wide open and your attention is on right side now, right hand. In this way we can balance our right side. Whenever we feel heat in our body, whenever uneasiness is there, whenever futuristic thoughts are there, aggression is there, we can balance ourselves in this manner. Here you can pray your mother Kundalini. O Kundalini, O Mother, please balance my right side. Take away all the excessive heat into the ether or sky principle. Just focus on your right hand, whatever you are feeling there. Now you must feel some cool breeze on the right side. Now you can take your left hand in your lap. Now just check whatever you're feeling on both the palms and fingertips, and even on the top of your head. Now we have balanced both the sides, left and right side. We'll just try to sit in this position for a couple of minutes, and we'll try to experience the feelings on both the palms and top of our head.
Yes, sir, your voice is not coming.
Yes, we're just meditating, so I just kept quiet.
Okay, no problem.
Yes, now you can open your eyes. I hope this time you might have felt better than the earlier one. And this is how you can meditate regularly at home. So it's so easy. Like you can sit like this. If you're not feeling anything on left or right side, you can balance yourself like this. And in this manner, you can meditate. Ashish sir has joined. So I request Ashish sir to share some of his experiences of meditation. And he can also uh, share how it helps us for mental health, how meditation can help us. Ashish sir.
Yeah, I have joined.
Yes, sir. Can you please share your some experiences
Yes.
of meditation and would have a word with the participants?
Actually, meditation helps a lot in keeping you balanced in when it comes to mental side actually. Because I will share my own experience. I will not give other examples and all. Actually, I was a bit kind of angry person and I was not able to sort of communicative and join others and I used to get upset for very short reasons before joining meditation. And after doing this Sahaj Yoga meditation, I found that my right side, I was continuously feeling hot vibrations on hot feeling on my right hand when I started my meditation. Uh, during the starting days, I was not able to find out what is the exact reason. But when as I learned it, I found that right side is hot, so automatically your temperament becomes hot, and whenever you go, wherever you sit, wherever you talk, automatically you become aggressive and dominant as a dominant become dominant personality. So by using meditative techniques, we are able to cleanse our right side or left side, whatever may be. It depends on the person. It varies from person to person. I was able to cleanse that, and after that, after some period, 1 month, 2 months, I was able to sit quietly with my friends. I was able to judge them, handle difficult situations. So actually, meditation helps a lot, and in this way, it has helped me. Practically, it has helped every person, those who are doing it, because it shows you on your fingertip what part of your body or what part of your chakra is actually not working well. So you can imbibe the qualities. Once you imbibe the qualities, automatically uh, the organs or the chakra starts functioning well in a correct manner, and your diseases also go away from you. So this is the way it corrects us from internally, emotionally, mentally, externally, and internally. In all the ways, it helps us. So it is self-correcting mechanism, and daily you are able to judge your own self. That is the best advantage of this Sahaja Yoga meditation. I would like all of you to start this meditation for at least 1 month, because unless and until you try to practice it, maybe you can give a gap of 4 days, 2 days, depending on the working conditions that you have. But it doesn't matter. You just try to continue it for 1 month, 2 months, and find out what are the changes that are happening in your day-to-day life. And I'm sure you will be able to continue it within a period of 1 or 2 months. And you will definitely say that, yes, you have joined correct form of meditation. Because Sahaja Yoga meditation, as such, there is no membership, no fees, nothing like that, no money. So it depends on all of you to find out what is correct, what is wrong. You are able to judge the whether meditation is helping you or not, and it is independent of caste, creed, religion. So anybody can join and anybody can do the meditation. That's what I wanted to share with you. Yogi sir, you can continue.
Yes, yes. I think Yogesh sir.
Yes,
Yogesh
yes,
sir,
sir.
there?
Yeah, yeah.
Yes, Yogesh sir,
So
please.
from our side, I think we have covered almost all the part. And again, I would request you to fill the feedback form, because if you want to get more information about this meditation, if you want to practice it, and even if you come across any difficulties while meditating regularly, you can get some information through this feedback form. And also, I request you to start practicing this meditation, because once you add in your life, then certainly you're going to get these benefits. Thanks a lot. From our side, thank you, sir. I'll be thankful to Dr. Anupam and whole team for giving us this opportunity and letting us share these wonderful experiences of Sahaja Yoga meditation with all the participants. Thank you, Dr. Anupam.
Thank you, sir. Any participant have any questions? They are welcome. So anyone can. Anyone want to?
Yes, if you want to share your experiences or of meditation, or want to ask anything, both of us are here. Ashish sir is also there. I will try to satisfy your doubts. Thank you.
So Ashish sir is yoga teacher, or they are learning from you?
Sir, I'm not a yoga teacher actually. I'm a senior manager in Hindustan Aeronautics Limited. I'm working as a senior manager. I'm engineer by profession. So, uh, so I think we are all from the same technical side, and so I shared my experience of working with in our day-to-day life, working in onto technical side, because as a technical person, we have to take engineers, we have to judge others, we have to be in company of others. So lots of things you need to do. And at that time, you need to be, even though you are technically sound, you need to be stable emotionally. You should be a peaceful person. So that's what I gained from this meditation. That's what I wanted to share with all of you. And physical health will come automatically once you start doing meditation. That is the byproduct of this meditation. So that's what I that's why I shared with you.
So, any participant, Dikshit, you want to share your experience? Yes, please. Dikshit Dutt Bora. Yeah, please speak.
Hello, good morning, sir.
Yes, Munish.
Yes, sir. Good
Uh,
morning.
I'm doing the meditation since my childhood. So it helps me in my study, in my profession. Whenever I feel some stress, a meditation is does not mean that oh you do the pranayam and like that. Exercise is a part of the meditation, and if you feel comfort in some music, so I do the music like playing the harmonium, and I feel very distressful using that way of the helping for the releasing the stress. I do the pranayam in daily, so it helps the physical health as well as mental health. Thank you.
Yes, sir. That's really nice to know from you that you have been practicing it. Certainly, meditation helps us a lot, and the things like our routine, if they are supported by meditation, we get amazing experiences. Physical fitness is, of course, a byproduct of this particular meditation. And at the same time, the main thing that we are missing in today's life is the mental health and emotional balance that we can get very easily with the help of just a regular meditation. Happy to know that you're using this. I will do this kind of meditation also and check whatever changes you can get in your lifestyle as well as in your being. Thank you, sir. Thank you for sharing. I think there is question by Ajay, sir. Nowadays, there are people saying about daily diet. What should we follow? Of course, sir, whatever is necessary for your, according to your personality, according to your physical being, whatever is required you, you should take proper diet, which is balanced diet as we call it. So taking twice or thrice according to your habits. It depends on your lifestyle, sir. It's whether to take twice or thrice. The way you are habituated from your childhood, you should carry on with the thing. But our eating habits doesn't hamper our meditation, or rather, meditation has no restriction like that. You should eat only twice, only thrice. So there are no restrictions like the way you are habituated, the thing which is good for your body, that should be followed. That is what will suggest here as far as eating habits are concerned. But obviously, main thing is meditation supports or helps you to digest whatever food you have eaten. That is what I'll suggest here. I hope Ajay sir, you might have got your answer. Thank you. Yes, thank you. Is there anything that you would like to share with your participants?
Another question from Ajay.
Ajay.
Please check it.
Yeah, I talked about both of them, like taking food twice and daily diet.
Okay, great.
Yeah. So I think on No, good, sir. There are no questions as such, and shall we call it a day? Yes, sometimes we feel sleepy after noon food, so better you take some light food in the afternoon, heavy breakfast and light food as is suggested by some dietitians. Yes, I think
Sir,
yeah.
I'm facing one problem like acidic problem. So any solution for that?
Sorry, what sort of problem?
Acidity.
Acidity. Okay, okay. Acidity. Sometimes it happens due to your liver. Sometimes becomes hot, and that may give you acidity. There are some reasons behind that. You first of all take some medical advice, but at the same time you try to meditate on second and third energy center. When you meditate regularly, your Swadhisthana and Nabhi chakra, if they are balanced through meditation, then certainly your acidity comes down. This is what we experience. Means my experience is the one that if we meditate regularly, and if sometimes it happens that our liver gets hot because of excessive work. Sometimes in summer days, we are unable to balance our liver. So just meditate on your second and third energy center. Keep your attention on Swadhisthana chakra or Nabhi chakra, and that supports you to get your acidity down. And also that may support you a lot.
And any specific food or diet?
Food, you can avoid spicy food if oily, spicy, uh, if acidity is there. We can prefer the food. Yes, 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 please.
Actually, what happens during how acidity happens, I would like to share. Acidity happens due to the overheating of the liver. When liver is not able to extract the heat from your blood, liver becomes overheated, and the heat when it goes to other energy centers or other organs of your body, it damages that organ. So when it comes to intestines or your stomach area, it happens that the functioning of stomach gets disturbed. So the first and foremost thing that happens is that you get acidity. So you will have to work out on liver actually. Your attention, you have to clear it out. And there are techniques in meditation by which you can clear your liver. So once you start practicing it daily, uh, day by day, it is a step-by-step process. On first day, we cannot share each and everything. You will be able to clear it out within a period of month, 15 days. It will get cleared out. So this is the way it will work. So it will take some time, 15 days, 1 month, 2 months. So it will get clear. But once it gets cleared, you will feel it that it has been cleared right from inside, from within inside. Like you will not have to take daily medicine and all these things. One more question is there. Feel sleepy afternoon food. The same reason is there. Uh, there is excessive heat in liver. So what happens that your right nervous system or right side becomes exhausted, and uh, your right side becomes exhausted. So you feel sleepy. The left side is for gives you drowsiness, and right side gives you over excitement. So these are the two ways that our two sides, left channel and right channel, can express themselves. So when you get sleepy, you go to the left channel. So this is what it when you eat food, your liver gets busy in working out your digestion. So your right side becomes somewhat lazy, it becomes overloaded, and so you get sleepy after you eat your lunch or dinner. This is where it happens. But once you clear out your liver, it will not happen. And day by day it will improve. I will tell you that it will not happen in one day. You will have to take some time. After some days of meditation, it will definitely work out. Any other question?
Any other question from participant? If yes, otherwise we will close that particular session. Okay, Ashish sir, I think Yogesh sir already left because he has another session.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you, sir, for giving us such a wonderful talk on that, on the mental health, stress management, and yoga. And I hope it will help the participant and me, including me also, to overcome my uh, anxiety. So thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Okay. Thank you, all of you. It was a great experience to be with you. Thank you all.
Thank you. So, dear participant, we will get back to you around 11:30. So you can take a break from your side. Thank you.